Hello, my name's Ben Edwards and I'm the head of the assessment department here at HS Consultancy Group. This is just a quick video tutorial showing you how to create a government gateway account in order to appeal your business rates. So the first step, guys, is to type in Valuation Office Agency Business Rates into Google or whatever search engine you're using at home. We're then going to go to the top link which says find and check your business rates valuation. We're going to go and click the Start Now green button on the main page. So we're going to register to use the service. So the type of account we want to make today is an individual account. You represent yourself and you won't be able to add others to this account. From there, you're going to enter an email address. This email address is going to be sent a 6-digit verification code and we will need that to carry on. So as you can see, Government Gateway, confirm your email address. Here, there's a 6-digit verification code. I'm simply going to copy and paste the code in. Confirm. Email address confirmed. Continue. So what is your full name? At this point, I don't want any middle names, simply first name and last name. Okay, so create a password. Your password must be 10 or more characters. You can use a mix of letters, numbers or symbols. Bearing in mind, the password will be asked whenever signing into the account. The next step is to set up a recovery for your sign-in details. You need to set up a recovery word so you can get back into the government gateway if you ever forget the password. Set up a recovery word. Please note this word in case you need it in the future. The word must be between 6 and 12 characters, no spaces, no special characters and no numbers. To keep it simple today, I'm going to go for Benjamin. So your government gateway user ID is, as you can see, they give us our new 12-digit username linked to the same email we provided at the start of the video. It is important you keep a record of this number as we're going to need it as and when we wish to sign into the account. I've set up a Word document to store any relevant information in today. Again, I'm going to just copy and paste the number in. You need to set up additional security. This is to make sure only you can sign in. Continue. How do you want to get access codes? There's 2 ways of getting the access codes that most people use, and that's a text message or a voice call. Authentication app for smartphone or tablet, we wouldn't advise as that is very Wi-Fi dependent. Today I'm going to go for a text message. Continue. So are you adding a UK mobile number, which I'm sure most of you will be? Yes, and continue. Enter a UK mobile phone number. We will send an access code to this mobile phone by text message. Send access code. So once you've received a 6-digit code either by a voice call or a text message, input the code and click continue. You've now set up additional security. Every time you sign in, we will request an access code. Continue. So now it's about completing your contact details. As you can see, both the first name, the last name and the email address have been remembered from previous pages filled in. First thing we want to do is put your business postcode in, not the residential, must be the business. You could have either input the address manually or found it via the postcode. So I've inputted the postcode and now we're going to click find address. Select the relevant address and as you can see we're the top one, 106 Westminster Chambers, Lord Street. And the next thing to do is to fill in the landline for the business and as well as a mobile number. Trader name is the only optional bit of this form, although for today's purposes I am going to fill it in. We'll then require date of birth. Next thing, guys, is to import your national insurance number. Now we're going to save and continue. The final step we're going to do is to answer some questions to prove identity. You'll be asked to give details about 2 items you may have, such as a UK passport, pay slips or P60, self-assessment, tax credits or a Northern Ireland driving licence. So, as you can see, the Valuation Office Agency have now given me a breakdown of what information HMRC holds on myself. So here I have 3 options and I need to talk about 2 of them. I'm going to be using a UK passport and the credit reference questions. In your cases, guys, there may well be a P60, pay slip or self-assessment on there. Continue. Okay, so the first step is to find your UK address. Bearing in mind, this is your residential address, guys. You can either enter the address manually or find the property via the postcode. So there's my postcode, continue, and we're going to click the relevant property. Continue. We're going to do the credit reference questions first. There's a bank of about 10 questions that they hold on yourselves. We will send this out to you in the post, and today I'll answer the 5 that they asked me. When did you last open a personal current account? This may have been a joint account, and it could include upgrading or changing an existing account. Bearing in mind, if none of the boxes are suitable to you, there will be a box that says I have never had one. When did you last open a mail order account? This is usually catalogue or shopping accounts where items are ordered by post. Payments are often made in instalments. When did you last take out a personal loan? This includes bank loans, payday loans, does not include student loans or mortgages. When did you last take out or renew a personal mobile phone contract? And as I said before, more than 6 years ago, I've never had one. When did you last take out a personal credit card? Again, more than 6 years ago, or I've never had one. Finally, guys, it's going to be your passport details. So that's going to be given names, surnames, passport number, and date of expiry. And it's very important these details are all correct, guys, as they're now going to verify it with everything we've said previously. Continue. As you can see, this time around, identity check complete. You've answered the security question successfully. Continue. You've successfully registered for this service. My VOA personal ID is 235049. You should keep a note of this number in a safe place, as you'll need it if you want to reset your password. So again, just where I stored the username, I'm going to also keep my VOA personal ID. So we're going to continue and go back to the home of our Valuation Office Agency dashboard. As you can see, that's what the dashboard is now going to look like. As you can see, I haven't yet claimed any properties. You will need to claim a property before you can check or challenge the rateable value. So we're going to go claim a new property. So what we're going to do, we're going to put the business postcode in, and it's going to give us a drop down of all the businesses operating in said postcode. If you scroll down until you find the correct property for you, which in our case should be offices 5 and 6, first floor, 106 Lord Street. If we go to the right where it says claim this property, I'm going to click that link. Now ask a couple of details into relation to the property. The first one is going to be, what is your relationship to the property? I appreciate most people rent the place a bit, although some people will be the owner and some people will be the owner and the occupier, depending on whether you lease it back to yourself or not. Continue. When did you become the owner or the occupier of the property? Again, if it was on or before April 2017, it's going to be the top box. If it was after the 1st of April 2017, we're going to click this box, bearing in mind you will need the date ready for me. Do you still own or occupy the property today? Yes. Continue. So, do you have a copy of the business rates bill for the property? If you don't, it's no worry. We're going to click no. Continue. Evidence that we may accept includes the lease agreement, license to occupy, service charge statements, stamp duty land tax form, land registry title documents, a water rate demand or other utility bill. However, for the purpose of today's video, I am going to use a business rates bill. We're going to click yes and continue. As you can see, they're now asking me to provide a copy of your business rates bill. It must be in Word, Excel, PDF or JPEG format. The easiest way to do this, guys, is to email yourself a copy of the rates bill or have your accountant do it for you should you not have the details. I've already got my email browser open. So as you can see, guys, I emailed myself this earlier on this morning. I'm going to open the email. I'm then going to download the document. This is the easiest and quickest way of getting it to where it needs to be. So download, as you can see, it's been downloaded at the bottom of my screen. So if we go back to the top of the page and go to the link back to the Valuation Office Agency, we're now going to choose a file to upload. As you can see, my computer's took me automatically to downloads, as I've just downloaded the business rates demand from the emails. It's going to be the top one. Give it a minute to attach. Perfect. You've uploaded one file, the maximum allowable limit, business rates demand. Continue. We now need to check and confirm your claim details. So make sure the relationship to the property, start date, and whether we still occupy the property have all been filled in correctly. You could be taken to court if you knowingly submit false information. I'm going to sign the declaration, confirm, and send. Property claim submitted. Your submission number is PL1LGZX. Make note of your submission number as you'll need to provide it if you wish to contact the Valuation Office Agency. So again, I'm just going to copy and I'm going to paste back with all the other important information we've saved earlier in the video. Back to the Valuation Office. As you can see, they will process the claim of this property as quick as possible, but it can take up to 15 days. However, on average, they come back in 3 to 5 working days. We're then going to go top right and go home. And as you can see on the dashboard, we're going to go back to your properties in the middle. And now you can see it says view and manage the properties you've claimed or claim a new property. So let's just check the claims gone through, check your property and its valuation. As you can see, the status is pending. Once the VOA are happy with the documentation we've sent through, that'll be approved and we can then put a check in. All that is left now is for a member of our assessment department to come out, assign HS Consultancy Group as an agent and take any preliminary photographs and or measurements to then submit a check and find out if there's a case to answer to.